Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle, and in my quest to complete every stage of Super Battle Road, I decided to do something that I'm sure some would dub preposterous, foolish, ridiculous. I am going to 100% MAJIN BUU Gotenks Absorb, who is a pretty solid unit, and I feel as though his ceiling, plus giving the extra, 4,600 in defense from the potential system, might help me out in Super Battle Road and get me over that final hump. So without further ado, let's add the newest 100% unit to the box. 100% MAJIN BUU Gotenks Absorb. Let's see how this fares in Super Battle Road. But before that, let's go ahead and test him out in a normal stage. Alright guys, so MAJIN BUU Gotenks Absorbed is 100% in the dupe system. Let's go ahead and take a look at him real quick and we'll hop into an event and I can kind of show how solid he is. Definitely is a good unit. It may not have been the smartest idea to try and utilize him to beat Super Battle Road because I am having trouble with it, but we'll see. So this is Love of the Throne MAJIN BUU Gotenks Absorbed. His leader skill is physical type key +3 and HP and attack 70%. So you can utilize him on Dokkan Battlefield 2.0 as possibly a sub-leader. His leader skill, I would say, is like good enough to kind of hit that threshold there. His super attack is the Kamehameha, which does supreme damage to the enemy and seals super attack. So he is a sealer. Sealing is obviously useful. In Super Battle Road, sealing is fantastic, but for most events, once you reach like the pinnacle of the event, the strongest form of the event, sealing no longer will work, as I'm going to show in the event that we're going to tackle today. His passive skill is Evil's Territory, which is super type enemies defense minus 50% and then attack plus 100%. So unfortunately, that defense lowering by 50% is not really that big of a deal. The attack plus 100% is nice, though. I mean, that is literally the same buff that EGL Rose Goku Black gets, so that's pretty good. Now, his links are Majin, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Metamorphosis, Nightmare, and the Wall Standing Tall. So he does have a few links on Extreme Physical that will help out. He does have Over in a Flash with Full Power Frieza. He does have Metamorphosis, which Cooler also has. Obviously, Fierce Battle. I think if you have the 40% Super Buu, the physical 40% unit, that will be very helpful because obviously they will share many links, but I unfortunately do not have that unit. If I had that Super Buu, I really think I could beat Super Battle Road. I might even make a rotation of these two MAJIN Buus, and that probably would bring me a lot of the ways, I think, to getting through Super Battle Road. But it is what it is. His 12k multiplier is 140%, which I guess is a little lower since damage really is kind of the only benefit that this Buu unit will be able to provide. Also, of course, he does have one category, which is the MAJIN BUU Arc category right here. Eventually, I could possibly see like a MAJIN BUU category also coming into play, and then obviously he would probably be pretty good in there as the strongest Buu tanks in the game. Well, of two. There's only two, the SCR one and now the physical one as well. In terms of like showcasing Buu today, I'll probably try and get him on a rotation with Full Power Frieza for the most part. Obviously, we could let like, Sin and Omega kind of wreak havoc and have a little fun. Extreme Physical is definitely a really good team. Like, I would be able to run it so much easier if, one, you could find physical cooler friends. Like, finding cooler friends is difficult enough that I 100%ed my MAJIN BUU Gotenks Absorb, and it's actually been a few days since I actually 100%ed him until I, had like a solid cooler to use. We'll hop in. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually very frustrated that I can't get over the wall and beat the final stage of Super Battle Road. Extreme Physical is literally the only one I can't do. And it's so frustrating because, like, if I had, like, one dupe in my cooler or one dupe in my Omega, I think I could do it. But those two units, like, they have been around so fucking infrequently. Like, Okay, this is not great with Ki having double coolers like this. If I do this, I might be able to get a super attack with Gotenks? No. Yes. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Hopefully, Goku will try and super Gotenks as well, because we could definitely seal Goku this early in the event. Obviously, Physical Cooler is a monster at 100%. He is a, true demon. Okay, here we go. 700,000 attack stat with not really, he'll have Fierce Battle linked. Obviously, they will have Metamorphosis. That seems to generally be about where Gotenks is going to hover, about 700,000-ish. I guess one problem for him, obviously, is he only does do supreme damage. He doesn't do immense or anything like that. Let's get Frieza off rotation, and we'll kind of link him up with that Buu. I think is probably a good idea. And maybe I'll do like, I might get like Omega linked up with the 100% friend cooler, and then I'll probably just let like Sin like float around for a little bit, and like full power Frieza up with Majin Buu, just to make sure they can get their super attacks off pretty frequently. All right, so we're taking a lot of damage from Goku right here, by the way. Obviously, he is an STR type, but we had like the worst possible rotations. Okay, so let's have Gotenks go first. We'll keep Cooler with him for now, because obviously, at the very least, they do have Metamorphosis. So, any type of healing link like that could be a pretty solid link in taking down like something like Super Battle Road. So that's the other thing too, is like having several units with Metamorphosis on Extreme Physical could be nice, because you would constantly be healing with that link. Metamorphosis is a 5% healing link, but then that Physical Super Buu, he also has Metamorphosis, so, you would be passive healing just by having them on rotation together. Plus, that Buu does heal 15% of your HP whenever he supers. So, my idea, if that, like, Physical type banner came back, Sin probably has much higher defense than Cooler. No, Cooler does have higher, even without a dupe. Okay. My idea was, if the Physical type banner came back, I would probably try and get two or three. I get 3 copies of the Physical Super Buu, and then I would give him 20 additional, and then I would try and rely on him, him getting that healing, getting additionals. Like, if he would get an additional super, that 40% Buu would be able to heal you by 30%, which is absolutely gigantic. And in a mode like Super Battle Road, where literally every HP matters, every item matters, that would definitely get me over the hump. Obviously, that Buu also has such fantastic links for the team, so, we'll see. Alright, so we'll be able to seal him and then hopefully put him down. The other thing that will be interesting for Extreme Physical coming up is full power Frieza. I do think will be getting in Extreme Z-Waking. Look at that, by the way. Gotenks is taking 30k, and he's 100% in the dupe system. Let me take a look what his defensive stat is real quick. But, like, he takes such high damage, even though he is rainbowed. Like, that is literally Gotenks at his strongest. Like, obviously, the best situation for him would be linked up alongside the 40% Super Buu. But let me see what that Gotenks, what his defense is sitting at. But see, now that they transform into Gogeta, there goes all that sealing fun I was having. That's going to be right out the window. So his defense is just sitting there at 29k off rotation, 8,700. Yeah, that's, it definitely could be higher. Wait, does Omega? No, Omega does not do extra damage against this event. For a second, I was like, wait, does Omega do extra damage? But he doesn't. I'm actually going to go ahead and drop a heal, just because I don't want to underrate Gogeta. Gogeta obviously is quite powerful. And my Extreme Physical team is not the greatest, even if I now do have a couple 100% units. 100k, that's a big shot. If I hadn't healed, I probably would be in trouble right here. Is Gogeta, is he immune to having, no, he's not. Okay, I was curious if he's immune to having his attack and defense lowered as well, but you can lower those. You can always tell by the little symbol above their portrait. Okay, so Sin, his defense is high enough to basically reduce the damage Gogeta could do. That's cool. And I think another big thing for taking down Super Battle Road, ooh, I'm actually going to do an Icarus right here, would be getting like those additional supers with Cooler and Omega. Like, you would need rotations where they get, you know, 2 supers in a row, 3 supers in a row, you know, 3 supers, and then 2 of them are crits. You know, they would need, you need rotations like that, because as of right now, there still aren't really what I dubbed kind of cheat code units for Super Battle Road. You know, many other typings have certain units that kind of are basically fucking cheat codes. Like Super STR now has Jiren with his ability to, I think I'll actually keep Cooler and Omega on rotation right there. We've already got an Icarus active. Let me go ahead and heal again just to be safe. Actually, I did not need to heal because I have big bad bosses. Yeah, I didn't. Oh well. Well, what's done is done. What? We will just go ahead and move on. So yeah, like, you know, Jiren and LR Vegito Blue are what I would dub cheat code units for Super Battle Road. Obviously, something like Int Chaozu or Tech Jacko, units that just completely, like, are game changers in that mode. Even something like Candy Vegito, AGL Khalifa. Alright, so we got the super from Cooler's additional, which is awesome. Let's see if we get another additional from Cooler, but no super. See? Right there, like, you wouldn't want, like, 3 supers in a row. Boom, boom, boom. And then just like Cooler and Omega absolutely just wipe the field. Like, it can be done. I know they could do it. But I always have bad luck. See, like, right there, boom. We got another additional, and it was actually the super. Like, that's the type of luck that I would need to take down Super Battle Road. I yearn for it so much because I want to get the last dupes for the physical LR Kid Gohan and maybe 100% him. That would be dope. Okay, so we could do this, get that Metamorphosis link active. All the units are going to be linking pretty much okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop an Icarus as well, just to be on the safe side. But this probably will be the rotation where we will finish off Gogeta. I might try to use Gotenks in a Majin Buu Saga team at some point. What I'll actually probably try and do is I will do an entire, like, Majin Buu team on the Majin Buu Saga team, if you guys get what I'm saying. So, like, you know, I'll have the double physical Vegito, you know, obviously, you know, the leader and then the friend, and then the rest of the units will be different versions of Majin Buu. So, you know, like, in Kid Buu, we'd bring the physical Gotenks Buu. Maybe I'd bring, which Super Buu? Maybe the Tech Super Buu? You know, maybe I'd bring Buu Piccolo, units like that. That could be a fun team, a fun video to make. And looks like it's going to take one more attack to take down our boy Gogeta-sama. Still one of my favorite fights in the game. I remember, oh man, it was so exciting back when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta first dropped on JP and Global at the same time. Good times, good times. But alas, Cooler is too powerful for our boy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, isn't that Cooler is not strong enough to take down Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, bro. Alright, though. That will do it for today. Another rainbow unit added to your boy's box. So at that point, like, this is probably pretty much all the rainbow units I'm going to have for a little while going forward. I'm thinking about 100%ing Kabe, the Tech Kabe, but that would be basically about it. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Thanks for being here, and I will catch you guys later.